Hello again, friends. A few years ago, I had the privilege of visiting the country of Israel and seeing many historical sites. Just down the hillside from where Jesus could well have multiplied the 5 loaves and 2 small fish to feed thousands is a small strip of sand on the shore of the Sea of Galilee. It's at this spot that it is believed that Jesus would have cooked breakfast for his friends following his resurrection, where he had a conversation with Peter. Jesus let Peter know that he was not only forgiving him for denying him in the dark moments of that night of Jesus' arrest, but that empowered with God's Spirit, Peter would become a faithful follower of Jesus even through great suffering. After breakfast, Jesus asked Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" "Yes, Lord," Peter replied. "You know I love you." "Then feed my lambs," Jesus told him. Jesus repeated the question, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" "Yes, Lord," Peter said. "You know I love you." "Then take care of my sheep," Jesus said. A third time he asked him, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was hurt that Jesus asked the question a third time. He said, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." And Jesus said, "Then feed my sheep." I tell you the truth, when you were young, you were able to do as you liked. You dressed yourself and went wherever you wanted to go. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and others will dress you and take you where you don't want to go. Jesus said this to let him know by what kind of death he would glorify God. And then Jesus told him, "Follow me." With full knowledge of our broken past, Jesus looks at us today, asks us to follow him, and promises to use us in meaningful and satisfying ways if we will do his will. His resurrection power in us is more than enough to make us successful in the venture. Loving God, we feel a lot like Peter, where we see how unreliable we have been and how we so easily struggle during challenges. Help us to see ourselves as you see us. Help us to look for your plans for us so we move in that direction going forward. Fill us with your Spirit and your power so we complete all the good things that you have in mind for us to do. We need your truth, your courage, your companionship going forward. We're so glad, Jesus, that you are alive to live all of that in us and through us today. Amen. Well, I wonder what my response, your response is. We hear Jesus say, "Do you love me? Then feed my sheep." Let's have a great day doing that.